Hello, legend viewers. So we are making this video for special for 10th class students because our 10th class exams are postponed to Corona effect. Now we are making video. We are expecting this video useful for all the 10th class students. Even though we know state government we have conducted exams for 10th class, we have completed, and Telugu and Hindi completed. Now from maths, from English onwards, postponed to maybe in month of June, July. Now this video, it is very, very useful for 10th class students. Now we have a subject English, mathematics, science, social studies, and no need to worry about all the 10th class students. So we have a flexible time to practice and revise all the portion, cover the syllabus thoroughly. Again, once again focus on each and every subject. Try to get more good score in GPA. We are right now, our legend channel making this video for 10th class. We are expecting this video helpful for 10th class students. And right now, this is Venu. My qualification MSc B.Ed. I'm the mathematics teacher. Now we are going to discuss about what are the important topics in mathematics. We have two papers are there, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 we have a 7 topics. In paper 2 we have 7 topics. Both the two papers having the same score, right? In paper 1, from chapter 1, real numbers, sets, polynomials, pair of linear equation, quadratic equation, progression, and last one is quadrant geometry. These 7 topics belongs to paper 1. And we have one more paper 2, that is chapter 8, similar triangles, chapter 9, tangent secant circle, chapter 10, mensuration, chapter 11, trigonometry, chapter 12, application of trigonometry. It's nothing but heights and distance also. Chapter 13, probability is very, very important and simple topic also. Chapter 14, this is the last one, that is statistics. Everybody knows it is. From 6th class onwards, we are learning about all the data handling and statistics already. And now, today, our channel, which means we are guiding and even though helping to our 10th class students and all the 10th class viewers, especially legend viewers. This topic is coordinate geometry. Before that, and topics we have 14 topics. From these, I'll select some topics for these topics for scoring purpose. Definitely, this video helpful for the 10th class students. Now, today we are going to discuss about the topic is coordinate geometry. In this topic, definitely I'll go 100%. I'll cover the half mark objective bit purpose, 1 mark very short answers 2 marks, and long answers 4 marks also. Step by step we'll cover the very, very important questions and previous questions. In this special topic is coordinate geometry. The topic is coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry, which means in earlier classes, we know the geometry part, geometry, which means that geometry, it's nothing but we can divide the two parts, geo and metry. Geo means earth, metry means it is a metron. Geo and metron. Now geo, metron, these are the Greek words, geo and metron. Geo means earth, metron means measurement. The measurement of earth is called as geometry. It's nothing but simple thing. If you observe our surrounding things like a table, textbook, marker, chair, fan, textbooks, all the classworks also, these all things belongs to geometrical figures. The topic is coordinates geometry. The father of this topic is René Descartes. Now in this topic, first of all we'll discuss about half mark and 1 mark and 2 marks questions and solutions, and how to get a complete full score in this topic. first of all, Cartesian plane, the horizontal line is called as x-axis, the vertical line is called as y-axis, the horizontal line is called x-axis, vertical line is called y-axis, the meeting point of xi and y-axis is called as origin, this point is origin. Sometimes in SSC, the last questions it is, what are the elements of origin? Objective, option A 0, 0, option B 0, 1, option C 1, 0, option D 1, 2. The options. The elements of origin is definitely is 0, 0, which means that the x value also 0, y value also 0. For example, how to indicate the Cartesian plane? Take the simple example. Take the number line. It is a line, not a straight line. Take the 0 is a neutral. Now take the positive values +1, +2, +3, so on. These are the positive integers. And take the negative integers -1, -2, -3, so on. 0 is the neutral. On the number line we have a positive and a negative integer including with the neutral also. At the same time, now take it is here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, dash dash. These are nothing but positive integers. Now take the negative integers -1, -2, -3, -4, so on. So x value 0, and take the on the y-axis, the vertical line is called y-axis. Now take the points positive integer +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, so on. At the same time, take the negative integers -1, -2, -3, -4, so on. Now coming to the point on the x-axis, x value 0. On the y-axis also take it easy. It is 0 is a neutral. +1, +2, +3, +4, so on. -1, -2, -3, -4, so on. Now a y value also 0. X value also 0. Y value 0. The elements of origin 0, 0. And take the one more and objective purpose also. In the Cartesian plane, the horizontal line x and y axis which divide the plane into 4 parts, 4 equal parts. The each part is called as Q1. Q means quadrant. Quadrant is nothing but part of the plane. Q2 second quadrant, Q3 belongs to third quadrant, Q4 belongs to fourth quadrant. What are the signs? Sign nothing but it may be positive or negatives for Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Coordinates is nothing but having the x value and y value. Ordinate means ordered pair. Ordered pair. Pair nothing but combination of the two elements. The combination of two elements which are combined in the open bracket. The first element is x. X is called as x coordinate. Y is called as y coordinate. Again in objective purpose, what is x is called? In an ordered pair x and x comma y, x is called as, in option again, abscissa, ordinate, origin, quadrant. So x is called as abscissa. Y is called as ordinate. X is called abscissa, y is called as ordinate. The combination of abscissa and ordinate is called as ordered pair. Pair means combination of two elements it is. Nothing but now it is the combination of, now take it to the x and y axis which divide the plane into 4 parts. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. What are the signs in the Q1? Now take it is plus comma plus it is. Now x value also positive, y value also positive. Take the one example, 2, 3. 2 also positive, 3 also positive. There is no sign in the ordered pair which nothing but is positive. 2 is the positive value, 3 also positive value. Now take the Q2 minus comma plus. X is a negative, y is positive. Q, take one more example, same x 2, 3. Now I am taking minus 2, 3. So 2 minus 2 nothing but 2 is the negative integer. 3 is the positive integer. Now take the signs in Q3, minus comma minus. X is in negative, y also a negative. Example, minus 2 comma minus 3. I am taking same example, converted to Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Next take the Q4 plus comma minus. So plus 2 and minus 3. 2 comma minus 3. Okay, once again revise it. Q1 2 comma 3, Q2 minus 2 comma 3, Q3 minus 2 minus 3, Q4 2 comma minus 3. The point on Q1 is dash. Options, it may be positive or negative, it is elements of x and y. In options, the point lies in Q2 is dash. For objective purpose again, Q2 we know that it is minus comma plus, and Q3 minus and minus, Q4 it is plus comma minus, and Q1 is plus comma plus. Take a simple example, and again how to remember is all the Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 points. Use shortcut for that. For example purpose it is, if you know the Q1, Q2, because of Q1 means x also positive, y also positive. We can take the opposite to the one more quadrant, Q1 opposite to Q3. Take the diagonal part, Q1 is opposite to Q3. Now x is positive and x is negative. Y is positive, y is negative. Now in this case both are plus plus. Here both are minus minus, exactly quite opposite. Plus plus, minus minus, abscissa and ordinate. And at the same time you can take the Q2 part, Q2 also. Q2 is the minus plus and Q4 is the plus minus. Minus become opposite to plus, plus opposite to minus. Here you see that plus opposite to minus, plus opposite to minus. Plus plus, here both are minus minus. Here it is minus plus, here it is plus comma plus minus it is. Minus minus to plus plus, minus plus to plus minus. Again some students they will confuse in Q2. Q1, Q3 okay. They definitely they'll clear about that Q1, Q3. And we have a doubt it is. Some students they'll doubt, they so that in examination they get doubt it is it minus plus or plus minus? Sometimes they confuse it is. Now take simple example, I'll take it example it is. On the number line you see that first priority go to the x axis. The second element is y axis or not. Abscissa and ordinate. X value see that first priority on x axis minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 so on. So means x always must be in a negative. So definitely first value compulsory minus. Use this trick for the Q2 and Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. If you know the Q2 values and Q2 signs minus plus, definite opposite is Q4 is exactly quite opposite to Q2 only. So plus plus, minus minus, minus plus and plus minus. This is also again objective purpose, a purpose for a 10th class in a part B. And for the origin, x and y axis, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and neutral and positive and negative integers, and take the what is abscissa, what is ordinate, and what is meant by origin, what are the elements of origin, and the points lies in a Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4 also. And one more concept. Now take it is in this topic is point is nothing but each and every point having the two elements, that is x coordinate, one more is y coordinate. Each and every point is indicated by the capital letters. Generally we know that all the points are denoted by the capital letters only, you know. All the lines also denoted by small letters. In this topic point is nothing but each and every point having the x coordinate and y coordinate. X is called as abscissa, y is called as ordinate. Once again repeating that. Now the point x comma y, take the one more point is I am taking one more point b, that is also x comma y. Again we have doubt it is both are having the x comma y or not. Now that's why just we are indicating that x1 this is what y1, this is x2, this is it is y2. x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. So now we have point A and point B. So now we are going to discuss about distance between the 2 points. What is the distance between the given 2 points? Distance between the 2 points. This is for 1 mark or sometimes they will ask in 2 marks purpose also. Now for example take the line segment. This is the line segment. Line segment formed by the 2 points. We know that the first point is A, the second point is B. The point A having x1 y1, point B it is x2 and y2. So what is the distance between the from A to B? From A to B also. Distance is indicated by the AB bar. Shortcut it is AB bar. In mathematics we can use only shortcuts purpose. AB bar. So now what is the formula and how to get the value of the distance between the from one point to another point? So we have one formula is there. Point A having x1, y1, point B having x2 and y2. The distance between the from A to B, AB bar is which indicates nothing but distance between the A to B also. So we have formula x1 minus x2 whole square. Difference between the abscissas. So x1 abscissa, x2 also abscissa given the 2 points. Difference means x1 minus x2 whole square. The square of the difference between the two abscissa of the given two elements, given 2 points. Next, y1 minus y2 whole square. The square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Using this formula, we can find the distance between the given 2 points. We have one more formula, AB bar. AB bar is nothing but BA also, because of same distance are from A to B and B to A also same distance only. AB are equal to BA bar also. In option they'll confuse that. You no need to confuse that, just look at the option properly, select the correct option for the given question. Now again square root of here x1 minus x2, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. If you apply any two formulas, any one formula using this first one or second one, we will find the distance between the given 2 points. One formula root of square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, otherwise x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Why? Because why we are taking the two formulas? I will take the simple example for you. The mathematics is the simple logic. If you know the logic, we can play football with mathematics, otherwise it will play with football with us only. So be careful, just focus on the concept and how to get the formula and how to apply that, where will you apply that, when we apply that, we have to revise it and recall the formula, generally apply in an examination. And now don't by heart that. For example, I am taking first the element is 2 and I am taking 4, 2 comma 4. So now for example, 2 minus 4 whole square, again here 4 minus 2 whole square. This is x1, this is x2. I am taking simple example it is. x1 is I am taking x1 as a 2, x2 as a 4. In the first case x1 minus x2 whole square, in the second case x2 minus x1 whole square. The same time we can apply the same process in the second step also, y1 minus y2 whole square, otherwise y2 minus y1 whole square. Take one example. Now x1 is 2, x2 as a 4, 2 minus 4 whole square. So minus 2 whole square. The square of the term it is minus 2 whole square, nothing but minus 2 into minus 2. When the power is even, result must be positive, never negative. When the power like a 2, power like a 4, power like all the even numbers, results must be in a positive only. So now minus into minus plus 2, 2 is 4. The answer is 4. Minus 2 whole square, nothing but again 4. Now we have 4 minus 2 whole square. Nothing but 2 whole square. 2 square is equal to 4 again. There is no change in the result. That's why we can apply the x1 minus x2 whole square, otherwise x2 minus x1 whole square also. But don't be applied like that, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square it is. So we can just focus that here, from A to B or B to A also. So now when we apply the distance formula, you see that, for example, for 2 marks, for 1 mark or 2 marks purpose, 1 mark or 2 marks purpose it is. They given 3 points, definitely examination they given 3 points. If the points, for example, point A 2 comma 3, point B 3 comma 5, point C 4 comma 0. If the point A comma B comma C are the given figure, are these 3 points which satisfy the equilateral triangle or scalene triangle or isosceles triangle? Can you prove it? Comment on it also. So now, for example, take the triangle. Triangle is formed by the 3 line segments, now 3 points also. The point A 2 comma 3, point B 3 comma 5, point C 4 comma 0. Simple take it is. Using this rule, we can apply an ordinate triangle. We can check that is it a square using the 4 points. If they are given the 4 points, we can check that is it a square, a rectangle, a rhombus, kite, trapezium, trapezoid, all the figures. If they given the 5 points, we can check it is pentagon or regular pentagon. We can check it is based on the points. If they given 3 points, we can apply for triangle. If they given the 4 points, we can use for square, all the coordinators. If they given 5 points, we'll check that is it pentagon or regular pentagon. Depend upon the points. Now I am taking simple example. The point A having 2 points, point B, point C. Now just I am taking only 3 points, A, B, C. Now check that is it equilateral triangle or right angle or a scalene triangle or isosceles triangle. How do you know that? If you know all the 3 sides are equal, we know that definitely it is what? For example, if you take the point A, point B and point C, if you take the 3 points, are the 3 points satisfied the equilateral triangle, scalene triangle or isosceles triangle? And how to check that? Is it equilateral, scalar triangle or isosceles triangle? So we know that the basic property of the equilateral triangle, if you know all the 3 sides are equal of a given triangle, definitely it is called as equilateral triangle. In isosceles triangle, any 2 sides are equal. In a scalene triangle, all the sides are, no 2 sides are equal, nothing but all are different. Side AB, BC and side C also. Now before that, I will check that. The point A, 2 comma 3, point B, 3 comma 5, point C, 4 comma 0. For example, if you go to find the length from A to B, what is the distance between the A to B? Again, how to find that again? Using the distance formula. If you know the distance formula, under root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, other second formula also apply that. If you know the distance formula, simply apply that. Now in this case it is AB. What is the distance between the from A to B also? This is question mark it is. Now we are going to find what is the length of AB. The point AB means it nothing but point A it is I am taking 2 comma 3, point B it is 3 comma 5 they given that. Now I am taking this is x1, this is y1, this is what x2, this is y2. Now applying this formula under root of x1 minus x2 whole square is nothing but 2 minus y because x1 value is 2, x2 value is 3. So x1 minus x2 whole square. So 2 minus 3 whole square. 2 minus 3 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So y1 value is 3, y2 value is 5. Now 3 minus 5 whole square. Now take it is again 2 minus 3 whole square. 2 minus 3 nothing but minus 1 whole square. Again plus 3 minus 5 whole square. So minus 2 whole square. Why? Because 3 minus 5 again we get definitely minus 2. So again equal to minus 1 whole square. Just now we said already. When the power is even, result must be positive, never a negative. Minus 1 whole square nothing but minus 1 into minus 1. We get just 1. So minus 2 whole square again we get 4. So root of 1 plus 4 is equal to root 5. Root 5 is the irrational number. We know that irrational number concept. Every irrational number can be written as a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal number. Non-terminating, non-repeating that. For example, root 2 is equal to 1.414 we can take approximately. Actually it's not stopping it is. This is only approximate value 1.414. So on, it's going on repeating it is non-terminating, not repeating. At the same time, root 3 is equal to 1.732 so on. Like in the same time, root 5 also. Root 5 is equal to 2.236 so on. But root 4 is exactly perfect square. Root 4 is equal to 2 it is. Actually the correct answer is root 4 is equal to plus or minus 2. Why? Because plus 2 whole square also 4, minus 2 whole square also we get it is 4. So root of 4 is equal to plus or minus 2. It is terminating. So every irrational number can be written as a Non-terminating means non-stopping. Non-terminating, not repeating. Means for example, you see that. Now, 3.456, 1, 2, 3, 7, so on. See this means dash dash so on means non-terminating, not stopping that. Non-terminating and non-repeating also. Not repeating that. There is no digit is repeating that. This is nothing but belongs to irrational only. Now AB we have it is root 5. The length of AB is equal to root 5 only. Now we'll go for BC also. Length of BC is equal what? So root of again. Now in this case, take the point B and point C. Neglect the point A. Why? Because now we are going to find the distance between the from B to C only, not A. A to B is over. Next step is B to C. Now this is point B, this point A is C. Now in this case, this is x1, y1. This is what? x2, y2. Again apply the same formula. x1 minus x2 whole square. Nothing but 3 minus 4 whole square plus 5 minus 0 whole square. So 5 minus 0 whole square is equal to root of 3 minus 4 is nothing but minus 1 whole square. 5 minus 0 is 5 whole square. Again root of minus 1 whole square is equal to 1. 5 square is equal to 25. Again root of 25 plus 1 is equal to root 26. This is also irrational number. Length of AB is equal to root 5. Length of BC is equal to root 26. Next we will go for length of CA. Now AB is equal to root 5, BC is equal to root 26. Now C to A. What is the length of C to A? Now go for again, now take the point C and point E, point A. This is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. Apply the same formula for this again CA, x1, y1, x2, y2. x1 minus x2 whole square, 4 minus 2 whole square, 4 minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 3 whole square, 0 minus 3 whole square is equal to root of 4 minus 2 nothing but 2 square, 2 whole square plus 0 minus 3 nothing but minus 3 whole square, root of 2 square is nothing but 4, minus 3 is nothing but plus 9 is equal to root of 13. Now length of AB is equal to root 5, length of BC is equal to root 26, length of CA is equal to root 13. Now check out it is length of AB is not equal to length of BC is not equal to length of CA. So AB not equal to BC, BC not equal to C. All are different or not? So length of AB is equal to root 5, length of BC is equal to root 26, length of CA is equal to root 13. These are the different lengths of AB, BC, CA. Nothing but this is what. Therefore, given triangle ABC is what it is? Scalene triangle. Means all the sides are different. Means no two sides are equal in the given figure. So which means that the point A, point B, point C are the points of scalene triangle. This is one example for that triangle concept. If you take the 3 points, similarly if you take 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, so on like that. Definitely in SSC examination based on 3 and based on 4 only they will give you that. They will check that are the points satisfy the given some types of quadrilateral or types of triangle only it is. Using the which formula? Distance formula. So now definitely we need to learn the distance formula. If you know the distance formula, then only we can check it is it a square or is it rectangular, is it a triangular, is it a types of triangles, all these. Next point is one more subtopic, some concept is now one more next concept is slope. What is the slope? What is the slope of the given line segment? Again we have one more midpoint, how to get the midpoint, how to get the centroid of a triangle, and how to get the ratio of the given 2 points. First of all, midpoints. Now previous we know that it is distance is over, distance concept is over. Now midpoint, shortcut mid means middle point. What is the middle point of the given 2 points? For example, take the line segment AB, the point A having x1, y1, the point B x2 and y2, x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. What is the exactly midpoint? What is the exact midpoint of the given AB? For example, if the midpoint of the given AB, P, if you take the P, what are the element of P? What are the element of P? So how to get the, what is the value of abscissa? What is the value of ordinate? So P is exactly midpoint here. Px comma y is equal to formula x1 plus x2 by 2 means average formula x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. If AB is the line segment formed by the 2 points, point A and point B, point A having x1 by 1, point B having x2 y2. P is the midpoint of the given line segment, given 2 points. P, how to get the value of abscissa? What is the value of ordinate? This is for 1 mark or sometimes 2 marks also. Mostly 99% is the last question for 1 mark purpose. What is the ordinates of the given line segment which having the 2 points? Means definitely they get 2 points. What is exactly midpoint of the given line segment or given 2 points? So in that case we can apply the midpoint formula. In the previous case we have taken one example for the distance concept. Now in this concept is midpoint. How to get the midpoint value? Means what is the value of ordinate and abscissa? Now using formula x1 plus x2 by 2, sum of observations by number of observations. Average formula, you know, 6th class level, you know that average formula, sum of observations by number of observations. In the same case we can apply here also. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now take one example. For example, question, find the coordinates directly. Find the coordinates, nothing but compulsory x value and y value. What is the value of abscissa and ordinate? Find the coordinates of the line segment formed by the 2, 4 and 6, 10. 2, 4 and 6, 10. Nothing but this is the point A, this point is B. 2 points, point A and point B. Now, point A, this is the line segment, point A and point B. So, point A, 2, 4, point B is 6, 10. In examination, better to draw the figures. If you want to get the full marks, is it a 1 mark or 2 mark, either it is 4 marks also, definitely we need to present a clear an examination paper. Definitely if you provide the clear solution for the evaluator, then we get full marks. So be careful, my dear friends, focus on the formulas and focus on the presentation also. Even the subject is important, even though presentation also very, very important for examination purpose. Now point A and point B, point A having 2, 4, point B 6, 10. This is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. x1, y1, x2, y2. So what? Find the coordinates. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of the given line segment, midpoint. So what is the midpoint here? For example, P is the midpoint of the given line segment formed by the 2 points. What are the coordinates of the P? Coordinates of the P only. So P having x, y only. So P x, y is equal to formula x1 plus x2, x1 plus x2, 2 plus 6 by 2, 2 plus 6 by 2, 4 plus 10 by 2, 4 plus 10 by 2. So now 2 plus 6 is equal to 8 by 2, 4 plus 10 is equal to 14 by 2 is equal to 2 1 ja 2 4. You get cancellation, 2 1 ja 2 7 ja. Now answer is 4, 7. Means x value is 4, y value is what it is? 7. This is the ordinates of the given midpoint of the given line segment. This is the concept of midpoint. The same way, what is mean by centroid? Centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1. Centroid is denoted by G. Sometimes an objective paper they'll ask question, it is formula, direct formula. The centroid of the given triangle formed by the 3 points x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. point A, point B and point C. Point A having x1, y1, point B having x2, y2, point C, x3 and y3. For example, take the triangle ABC, point A, x1, y1, point B, x2, y2, point C, x3 and y3. x1, y1, x2, y2, point C is x3, y3. So in this figure, we will revise again three concepts. Previous case is midpoint, direct distance formula. What is the distance between the A to B, we will find out distance formula. And what is the, how to get the midpoint of the given line segment also, we know that using midpoint formula, using distance, midpoint. Now in this concept is centroid concept now. Now centroid denoted by G, take the midpoint of BC. Take the midpoint of BC. For example, this point is D. So using this midpoint formula, we'll get the what are the values of x and y. Using x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Means for example, x2 plus y3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2. Take the average of abscissa and average of ordinates. This point D. So D is exactly midpoint of the BC. For example, length of BC is equal to 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. Definitely length of BD is equal to how much it is? 5 centimeter. The same time length of D to C also 5 centimeter. So D is exactly midpoint of the given line segment BC, formed by that given 2 points. So D is the midpoint. Now join the opposite vertex A to D. This is called as median. It's called as median. Now take the one more midpoint of the point AC. D is the midpoint of BC. Now point E is the midpoint of AC. Now we can join again opposite vertex to given midpoint. BE is the second median. Take the one more point is the midpoint of AB. The point is F. Now join opposite vertex C to F. Now in this triangle we have three medians. First median is AD, second median is AD, second median BE, third median is CF. These are the medians. Medians. Once you observe the figure, first median AD, the second median BE, third median CF. The concurrent point of, concurrent is nothing but concurrent line segment. The first line segment AD, BE, CF. The three line segment passing through the same point PR0. This point is called as G, centroid. Is nothing but the concurrent point of medians of the given triangle is known as centroid, denoted by G. Once again repeating that. The concurrent point means first median, second median, third median. This is the concurrent point. These are the concurrent lines. The concurrent point G, the concurrent point of the first median, second median, third median of the given triangle ABC. This is known as centroid. Now objective purpose again, definition, and one more point is each and every centroid which divide the median the ratio of dash. Option A 1:2, option B 2:1, option C 1:3, option D 3:1. There are options in part B. Now from A to G, 2 parts, from G to E, 1 part. Definitely centroid which divide the ratio the median, what is the answer? It is 2:1. 2 parts and 1 part. A to G 2 parts, G to D 1 part. 2:1. In the same way, B to E also, this is 2 parts, this is 1 part. Again from C to G 2 part, this part is 1 part. Always 2:1, 2:1, 2:1 only. Centroid which divide the median the ratio of 2:1. And one more point is the concurrent point of all the medians is known as centroid. At the same time, the concurrent points of all the orthocenters means definitely in this case D is the midpoint. In this case D is not midpoint. D is the, for example, D is the, if you draw the perpendicular line AD perpendicular to BC. D in this case D is not a midpoint. D is the point on the line segment BC, just a point, not a midpoint. So if you draw the AD perpendicular to BC means nothing but right angle at D. ADC is equal to 90, ADB also 90. The concurrent point of all the heights indirectly, all the altitudes nothing but orthocenter. In this case it is denoted by O. This is different. Orthocenter is different, centroid different. Look like a similarity, but difference is there. The concurrent point of all the medians is known as centroid, denoted by G. Each and every centroid which divide the median in the ratio of 2:1. The concurrent point of all the altitudes is nothing but height, is known as orthocenter, denoted by capital O. Now, okay. Now coming to the point, how to get the how to find the centroid of the given triangle is formed by the 3 points, point A, point B, and point C. x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Centroid denoted by G, we know that the formula x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by same formula we have. Just see that previous concept is center, median concept, midpoint. Now see the centroid. In this case of midpoint, now we are taking only 2 points, x1, x2. Average formula x1 plus x2 by 2. Sum of observations by number of observations. In this case, now we are taking here 3 points, point A, point B, point C. Just here only x1 by x2 only. Now we have here x1, x2, x3. Applying the same formula, average formula. Sum of observations by number of observations. Here x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Now here centroid x1 plus x2 plus x3, 3 are there. So number of observations 3 are there. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, using the same concept. Don't worry about that median and centroid. Definitely in the previous, from 2015 onwards, year by year they are asking the same question. They are asking to 1 mark or 2 marks question in section 2. It is definitely section 2. What are the ordinates? It's nothing but what is the value of abscissa and ordinate of the centroid of the given triangle formed by the 3 points A, B, C, or x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, using the formula. Next one more is we have it is a slope. Slope it is so slope denoted by small m. Small m. Distance concept over, midpoint over, centroid also over it is. Now, what is the slope of the given line segment? We know the distance between the 2 points formed by the distance of the given line segment formed by the 2 points, midpoint of the given line segment, center of the given triangle ABC. Now, what is the slope of the given line segment? For example, line segment formed by the 2 points, point P and point Q. Point P having same x1, y1, point B, x2 and y2, x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. What is the slope of the given line segment from P to Q? Now, slope denoted by small p, small m. Slope is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Nothing but just difference between the y coordinates and x coordinates. Means here ratio, we know that ratio a by b are not. Ratio means already we know that a by b is nothing but a is to b are not. A is to b, ratio A is to b, comparing the 2 quantities. So A is to be written as it is A by b only. So now the ratio of difference between the y coordinates and x coordinates is called as slope. Again, objective purpose it is. The ratio of the difference between the y coordinates and x coordinates is called as slope, denoted by small m. Now in textbook we have only slope, single concept is there. But in examination they are asking it is different also. If they get line segment, how to find the slope also, depend upon theta, depend upon angle also, how to find the slope also. Now we are going to learn more extra questions and different concept of the again slope. In textbook we have only single concept they give in textbook, regular textbook we have. That is only y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Now I am going to explain how to find the slope of the given straight line. And one more, how to find the slope based on theta, based on angle. If they give an angle, how to find the slope? First one is based on line segment. A line segment formed by the 2 points, point P and point Q. Point P x1 y1, point Q x2 y2. Slope is equal to, we know that, just now I given definition for objective purpose also, ratio, the ratio of the difference between the y coordinates and x coordinates is called as slope. For example, this is the first one. I'll take the example, it is, take the one more example. For example, find the slope of given line segment formed by the point A and point B. Point A 2, 3, point B 4, -5. Point A 2, 3, point B 4, -5. Take the negative also, no problem. This is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, indicating that. In examination also you can use pencil for indicating the x1, y1, x2, y2. After getting solution, again erase the given 2 point x1, y1, y values only. Now take the slope formula. M is equal to y2, this is what y2, x1, y1, x2, y2, y2 minus y1, so -5, -3, so -5, -3, y2 minus y1 by, next x2 minus x1, so 4 -2, -5, -3, both are negative integers, we should add that. -5, -3 is nothing but -8, 4 -2 is equal to 2 1 2 4, they get cancellation. We get answer is -4. So the slope of the given line segment M is equal to -4. Therefore, M is equal to, answer is -4. First method of slope. Next one, how to find the slope. Second one, slope given straight line. What is the value of slope of given straight line? The straight line is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form of linear equation, two variable x and y, a comma b are the coefficients, c is the constant. So in this case, how to find the value of the slope? If they given 2 points, we know simple, okay, formula is, they clearly they given textbook, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. For example, if they give a very short answer section 1, how to get the value of slope of the given straight line, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. In this case, slope M is equal to minus a by b, ax plus by plus c is equal to, it is straight line. Take the ratio of the negative coefficient by coefficient of the second part is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So M is equal to minus a by b. For example, what is the slope of M of 2x plus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0? This is a straight line, 2x plus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0. What is the slope of the given line segment? Now a value, it look like a ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. A value is 2, b value is 3, c value is 5. We know that a value is equal to, b value is equal to 3, c value is equal to 5. A value we know the value of b, value of c we know that. Now we know the formula, M is equal to minus a by b. So therefore, slope M is equal to minus a value is what, 2 only. So b value is what, 3. So M is equal to minus 2 by 3. This is the second concept against of given slope. Second concept. Next, based on 2 points, based on the straight line. Third one is based on the angle, theta. In textbook they give only 2 points, based on 2 points only it is. Now we are going to explain about based on 2 points, based on the straight line, based on the theta also. Because don't lose a half mark, 1 mark, even the 2 marks in examination. Because each and every mark is important for examination. So be careful. So angle is denoted by theta. So in this case, how to get the slope of the based on theta. Directly m is equal, slope m is equal to tan theta. Tan means we know the tangent from trigonometry, you know that tangent tan theta. Now we have a 6 ratios are the trigonometry ratios: sin, cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec. We have 6 ratios. These three are, in this case we have 3 fundamental ratios are there: sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. So now we know the tan 0, tan 30, tan 45, tan 60 and tan 90. Even though in objective again tan 15 degrees also will they'll ask questions, it is using the tan of a plus b, tan of a minus b formulas, we get all the values also. Later in the next class we will discuss about again trigonometry also. Today is only complete about only coordinate geometry. M is equal to, for example, theta is equal to 30 degrees. For example, theta is equal to 45 degrees. For example, theta is equal to 0 degrees. Theta is equal to 90 degrees also. For example, theta is equal to 45. In this case, what is slope? It is M is equal to tan theta. Theta value is equal to 45. So tan 45 is equal, answer is 1. So therefore, the slope M is equal to 1. Slope based on the 2 points, slope based on the straight line, slope based on the theta also. These are the major concept of the given. In this topic, the topic is coordinate geometry. These are half mark, 1 mark and 2 marks also. Sometimes they'll ask question also like this. For example, circle. If they given circle, this is a circle. This is the center, you know that. Center. Take the diameter, nothing but line segment only. The diameter is formed by the 2 points, point A and point B. O is exactly center. So now, sometimes the lead is 2, 3, point A given. Even the origin also they given, that means center given, not origin, sorry. There is center, it is the midpoint given that. For example, so minus 1, 2 given that. What are the elements of end point of the diameter? Again using formula, midpoint, because of O is the midpoint of AB. Formula x1 plus x2 by 2 is equal to minus 1, y1 plus y2 by 2. Using midpoint formula, we get another point of the given diameter. And sometimes, if they given line segment AB, this is the line segment AB given that. For example, 2, x given that, 2, y given. Now it is x, 5 given that. Distance given that. Find the equation about line segment AB. Form the equation based on the given 2 points, point A and point B, 2, y and point B, x, 5 also. How to form the equation? Using which formula? Again, distance formula only. Under root of 2 minus, because x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. If they give distance, for example, some 10 centimeter or 10 units. So using distance again. Now in this case again centroid also. Again midpoint, again distance, again coordinates of the, again types, again we have slope point, slope based on 2 points, slope based on the line segment, that means straight line, slope based on the theta angle. Next, one more concept is trisection. Trisection, this is very simple, but 4 marks per purpose important. Trisection and section formula. For example, section formula. Section formula. This is a line segment AB formed by the 2 points. This is x1, y1. This is what? x2 and y2. For example, if a point P, you can take any point. So on the line segment P, this P is not a midpoint of the given line segment AB. Just P is a point on the line segment AB only. P is just point on the segment AB. P divides the AB in 2 parts are not here. This is the larger part, this is the minor part. Major part and minor part it is. So section formula means dividing that section, dividing the 2 parts it is. So the point P which divide the given line segment AB in the ratio of m is to n, means m parts and n parts. M is the larger part, n is the smaller part, major and minor part. What is the section formula? In this case, P which divide the AB in the ratio internally it is. So P x, y is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n only. The same case as it is, just m plus n, m plus n, m plus n, m plus n. Simply take it easy. Here also m plus n by m plus n write down. Next here also m plus n by m plus n write down. Don't worry about the formula. Here also m plus n by m plus n, m plus n by m plus n. Already we know that in a coordinate system, first priority x value abscissa, second value is ordinates. Now we have 2 points are there, it is x1 and x2. Now take it easy here, x2, this is what x2, this is what x1 only. X part is over, abscissa part over. Next ordinate parts, x2, x1. Now in this case it is just y2, y1. So we have formula, section formula. And objective purpose, this belongs to 2 marks or 4 marks type questions. And sometimes it is line segment AB given that, AB given formed by the point x1, y1 and x2, y2 given that, the ratio, the one more point also they given that, point is x comma y given that, what is the value of m is to n? If they ask the same question in part B, if you apply this section formula, definitely it will take 2-3 minutes. So using this formula we get answer, definitely it is, but without using this formula also we get what is the ratio of m is to n, what is the value of m is to n, using some trick it is. So now it is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. The value, the ratio of the m is to n is equal to, m is to n is equal to x1 minus x is to, x1 minus x is to x minus x2. Apply this shortcut, we definitely get answer, same answer you get. Using section formula or using the trick also, we get x1 minus x, x1 minus x is to x minus x1, x2. The same case, m is to n is equal to y1 minus y is to y minus y2. So y1 minus y is to y minus y2. Using these two formulas, definitely we get what is the ratio of m is to n without using the section formula. For example, if they ask the same question in section 2, 2 marks or 1 mark type question, definitely you can use section formula. Using this formula we get the values. Okay, write neatly. And if the same question repeats in the objective purpose part B, use this trick, we get the value of m is to n. One more is a trisection, trisection. So this is very important 4 marks question. Very important. Trisection. Tri means what? In this, in the word only we have, the word is giving help also. Tri means 3 parts. Trisection means 3 parts it is, not equal parts, or no, you take it. Take the line segment AB, this point is AB. For example, in this case it is point P and point Q. Point P and point Q, such that length of AP is equal length of PQ is equal length of QB. Point P and Q both are the trisection points of the given line segment AB. Now point P and point Q both we should find out using the again which formula? Section formula. So this is 4 marks type question. So in this case now take it is, now this part you see length of AP, length of PQ, length of PP. Now see that length of AP is equal to length of PQ is equal, length of it is QB. AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. Means how many parts here? 3 parts. First part, second part, third part. For example, length of AP is equal 1 unit. Length of PQ is equal 1 unit. Length of QB is equal 1 unit. Now for example, in this case it is, I am taking that same line segment AP, AB, length of AB. So this point is Q I am taking here. So A to P, from A to P length how much here? A to P 1 point, P to Q is 1 point. 1 plus 1 is equal to here 2 points. Next Q to B is 1 point. So ratio is what here? 2 is to 1. In this case it is M is to N is equal to 2 is to 1 apply there. We get answer is Q will get answer, Q. The ordered points of the Q will get. The same case, second case, this case 1 and case 2 is equal to case 2. Same line segment AB. Take the one more point is P. Now length of AP 1 part, from P to Q how much it is? It is 2 parts. So now here in this case ratio M is to N is equal to 1:2. This ratio will be changed. Remaining the point of A and point of B is same as it is. Using the first case, we get point Q. Using the second case, we get the ordinates of the point P. So those are belongs to trisection points of the given line segment formed by the given 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2. Sometimes this is a parallelogram formed by the 4 points, point A, point B and point C and point D. A, B, C, D. Now we can join the A to C, join B to D. These are the two diagonals of the given parallelogram A, B, C, D. The intersecting point of the two medians is known as, two diagonals is known as it is. How to find the values of this point P? How to get the ordinate and abscissa and ordinate of the given point P? So take it is, for example, AC is the first line segment, nothing but a first diagonal. This point is x1, y1, point is x2, y2. Take the one more diagonal, the point is diagonal is DB, DB, again x1, y1, x2, y2. Using the midpoint, the midpoint of AC, midpoint of DB must be equal. So using the midpoint, we will find the what are the values of point P in this case of parallelogram, which is nothing but midpoint of the first diagonal is equal to midpoint of the first diagonal is equal to midpoint of the second diagonal. So midpoint of AC x1 plus x2 y2, y1 plus y2 by 2 is equal to again midpoint of DP is x1 plus x2 y2 comma y1 plus y2. If we comparing the two midpoints, we get the value of P, value of x and value of y. Half mark, 1 mark, 2 marks and 4 marks questions raised in the previous earlier last year, before last year, and from 2-3 years onwards it is. Almost we covered it is distance, slope, again 3 types of slope, in the 3 types of cases based on 2 points, based on the line segment, based on the straight line, based on the theta, and distance, midpoint and centroid and trisection. If they given 3 points, are they satisfy the triangle types of triangles? If they given 4 points, are they satisfy the given types of triangles? And how to form the relation between the x and y using the given 2 points, given the length of the AB given. If we focus on these all the points, right now in this video what we have discussed about all the points and all the concept about coordinate geometry. Once revise it, just recall it, once again explain, once again practice all the problems. You can take the more and more examples, practice it. Definitely you will get from this topic, you will get it is 1 plus 2 plus 4, 7 marks weightage for this topic. It's very, very important topic for the paper 1 of exam, 10th class examination. In the next video, we will discuss about another topic it is. Thank you.